Hi everybody and welcome to Belinda's Book Nook, and I'm here today to do a book tag called Book Postscript, and it's from Dee Dee at Brown Girl Reading. This is my second tag video, but not the first time that I've recorded this video. I went through the whole entire video and then found out my phone died, so I'm doing this again. I'm hoping it sounds original, like it's fresh. The first question is the longest book you read this year and the book that took you the longest to finish. As y'all know, I'm not a big fan of chunkers. I usually get palms sweaty when I think of a book that's really thick. Even if it's a great book, it sounds like a great book, I'm usually nervous about it. But I went on Goodreads and I did find out that I did read a big book last year, and that was Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. It was such a good story that it didn't really feel like it was a chunker, which it is, because if I count, which I will, and include the author's note, it was a whopping 527 pages, which is really big for me. Big. That's big. It's big. Great book. A lot of people have heard about it. It's kind of a fantasy sci-fi book. And the characters in it I thought were fantastic that she created. It just kept me going. So I do look forward to book 2 coming out. So that would be my longest book I read last year, and this is last year is in 2018, because this is what this is all about, my year of reading in 2018. And question number 2 is a book you read in 2018 that was outside of your comfort zone. The book that I'm going to choose for that one is, I have a picture of it because I don't own it. I listened to the audiobook version because the author narrated it herself, and it's Janet Mock's book, Redefining Realness, My Path to Womanhood, Identity, Love, and So Much More. It was out of my comfort zone is that I never read a book about that. You know, it was her talking about her journey being born male and always feeling that she was female, and how she made the decisions that she made, how community was affected by her decisions, and also that she you know, she's a model now, but people didn't even know until she came out and told the people that she was actually a male prior. So it was good. First time I saw her was on, I think, Super Soul Sunday with Oprah, and I found out about this book, and I've been meaning to read it, so I finally got to read it last year. It was really good. So that would be one that was, I guess, outside of my comfort zone. Question number 3 is how many books did you reread in 2018? And that would be none. I have too many books to reread books. And usually I don't have a desire to reread them, because books, you experience them the first time, and especially if you really like them. I'm sometimes afraid if I reread it, I might not like it the same. So I don't really reread books. Number 4, your favorite reread of 2018. Again, that would be, a big 0 because I didn't reread anything. Question number 5, a book you read for the first time in 2018 that you look forward to rereading in the future. I'm going to reread here. The only one that I think that I'll probably end up picking up again, I'm not going to read the whole book, but would be this Children of Blood and Bone, because the reason why I say that is book 2 isn't coming out now until, I believe, December of 2019. That's a long way away from when I read this, and the publishing date keeps getting pushed out further and further. It wasn't supposed to be that far, and for me, I forget like who the characters are and where the book left off, so I won't reread, but I will go in, I'll look at who the characters are, I'll skim, I'll go to the back and see how it ended to remember that before I read the next book. So that would probably be the closest thing it would be to a reread. Number 6, favorite single short story or novella that you read in 2018. I am going to cheat on that one because I don't really think I had, I don't know if this is going to be considered a short story, but it was a book that was short that I read last year, and it's a little tea book, All of the Essentials from Leaf to Cup by Sebastian Beckwith with Caroline Paul. And anybody that knows me knows that I love tea and everything about tea. There were a lot of things that I knew in the book, but there were a lot of little new tips that I got. It was a really tiny book too. It was, you know, just as it says, a little tea book. And it's just interesting to read, and it had some great photographs and stuff of different areas where the tea leaves are grown. So that would be one. And I'm gonna, yeah, I think another book that I would use possibly as either a short story would be an anthology of intriguing animals. And I grew up like watching a lot of animal shows with my mom, and we used to watch Jacques Cousteau, and anything like that always interests me. I love seeing like under the water and all, like a whole world of different animals there. And this book had a page, each page had an animal, picture of it, and told you where it was from, and a little bit of facts about it. So it was nice each night. I did, I think, during Nonfiction November, I read this, and at night I'd read a couple pages a night and look at pictures of different animals and things like that. So that's an anthology of intriguing animals, and it's, did I write it's by? I don't have the author on this. I just took the cover of it. Well, if you look at the cover, if you look for it in Amazon or Google it, you'll find it. So that was that one. And then number 7 is Mass Appeal, a book you liked and would recommend to a wide variety of readers. I think the one that I would choose for that would be this one. I've mentioned it so many times, it's probably gonna drive everybody nutty. And that is The Widows of Malabar Hill by Sujata Massey. Love her books. This one was just really interesting. I found it interesting reading about the women that were a part of the case that the main character was investigating, and their religion and their beliefs. That was interesting to read and to watch the dynamics, because socially and they really weren't encouraging her, to the main character, to be to practice any sort of law. It was supposed to be a man's job. The author of this book, Sujata Massey, had done some research about a famous woman in Bombay that she kind of based loosely on, the main character's based loosely on her. I think she mentions it at the end of the book, but that was a really, really good book, and I would recommend that one. The other one that I would recommend that I absolutely love, I read it in the beginning of the year last year, is The Woman Next Door by Yewande Omotoso. This one just felt to me almost like watching a TV movie, or it could be a movie in the big screen as well. The characters are just very interesting. It was 2 women, one black and one white, in South Africa that are neighbors, and for various reasons they are not friends, and they don't like each other. And watching how outside forces force them basically to re-examine their relationship. I could see Hollywood, creating a good drama, but also having some good humor in there as well. It would definitely be good to see that one as a movie. So that one would be the one I would recommend as well. And number 8 is Specialized Appeal, a book you would be hesitant to recommend to just anyone. So for this one I have 2. I think I've got 2 for everything, right? Yeah. Dread Nation. I really like this. I read this by Justina Ireland last year. And the reason why, not anything to do with the story, I actually really enjoyed the book and I enjoy the story, but because I have to say that there are zombies in the book, and a lot of people would instantly be turned off if they hear the word zombies. So if you get past that and look at how this author took a story and created it during the post-Civil War era, and had this black, strong female in it, I think you could get past that, you'll like the story a lot. But I think that I would always be hesitant. The same could be also said for The Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead. He actually took and made a literal railroad in the story for The Underground Railroad, and kind of twisted the story a little on its head, and it made for a really great story. And I think that this as well, having zombies in it didn't detract, it actually added to the story, and it made it a really good one. So this is book 1. She has another one coming out, so I'll be looking for that. So that would be that would be the reason why I'd be hesitant. The other one that I'd be hesitant to recommend is The Last Black Unicorn by Tiffany Haddish. And the reason why I listen to this in audio, again, the same reason I like to listen to the author read their own story. And, you know, if you've ever watched any of her movies or seen her, you know, she's pretty out there. She's pretty raw in the story in terms of telling her story, her personal story, and the difficulties that she had. But I think that it makes you appreciate her more as a comedian and an actress and a person as well. So I think that my reluctancy would be just, or thing to taste people, there are a couple trigger warnings and some of the things that she talked about, and also the fact that there is a lot of swearing and things like that in the book, so that might turn off some people. But if you get beyond that, it's a really good story. Number 9 is reflect on your year as a bookish content creator, goals met, good, bad memories, favorite videos you made. I don't know about favorite videos. I just had a good year. I think this year's starting out really wonderful. I got the opportunity to do a wonderful book chat with a live one with Dee Dee, Brown Girl Reading, and several other booktubers. That was just, you know, it's on my high list of happy days. We were up until really late at night, and some people, because of the time difference, were literally up into wee hours in the morning talking about books. So to me, I feel it's just a pleasure, and I feel honored to be able to have found the community and to be a part of the book club community, booktube community. And it's just fascinating to me that, you know, we read books, and now technology enables us to connect with more people that have read books. So I'm pleased with that. I think goals wise, I'm just trying to make more videos and to stay true to me and to continue to not edit my videos because I'm too lazy, and just enjoying the experience. The person that I'm going to tag for number 10 is tag some fellow bookish content creators. I've taken so long to make this video, so I think what I'm going to do is only going to tag one person, and I will tag a new subscriber to my channel, and it's Kolored Rayn Reads. I'll leave her link in the bottom. She is a new subscriber to my channel, and I would love to see how she would answer these questions. So that's it for now. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.